All right, so now I want to move into Nest. So you just joined Nest, like for you must count the days. How how long have you been here now?
Like 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. And why did you want to move in here?
To me, it's all about the people, about the community. So when I found out there is something like Nest, I was like, Jesus, I have to get in.
Okay.
So I applied. I think there was like an open house at the time. So I got here. I didn't let anyone know. So you guys are surprised when I got here. And then, we had the chat with a few of those. And it was very nice. So
how did you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So what I liked about Nest is that it's a community of like-minded people. And, every crazy idea is not crazy. It can actually be done. You can talk about it and you can see the possibilities to get it done. And it's just this environment, the supportive environment that there is in all of those apartments. That's something that is really unique, and I like it so much, and I want to contribute to it more, and I want to make it bigger.
And so how did you actually hear about Nest? Was it just a coincidence, or
that was a coincidence? Yeah,
okay.
That was a coincidence. So I was looking for accommodation at the time, and there was Annalisa, who just moved out. She was looking for her new flatmates, and so I got into contact with her, and then she told me about Nest.
Oh, okay.
Annalisa
Nice.
is one of the best alumni here, right?
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah. All right, great. And how did you? Okay, so you also find it a good place. It's not like we have disappointed.
What?
Like,
No.
I
Jesus.
need to. I want to get in there. And then,
No, this is really amazing.
It's not that great. Yeah.
No, it's amazing. I truly love it. I love to be surrounded by like-minded people.
Do you see then? Okay, so do you see yourself also when you, let's say, you are 40 years old? How do you want to live when you are older?
It's really, really tricky question for me to ask.
And
right
where
now.
do you want to live?
Yeah. I cannot answer to this anything specific, but I know that I like to be surrounded by good people, and so that can be your girlfriend, your partners in business, your good friends, or the community that you have at home to live in a co-living. So,
because I think we're going against maybe like I could see myself living a kind of co-living for partners situation, a bit like a there's still co-living spaces like that, but also like in Nest we have this theme about entrepreneurship. That's like kind of our thing. That's different from other co-living spaces, at least the far I know. At least that's how I think we're different. But yeah, so could you see yourself living like that situation maybe later in life as well?
I would like to say yes, but I don't want to be naive. I really don't know what it's gonna feel like in 2-3 years.
And also, so you are really also, you're not planning too much ahead.
No,
you don't like
no.
that.
That's the thing. I always dreamed so much.
Okay.
But then if you don't see the execution, then it's just dreaming. So to me, it's about planning 6, maximum 12 months ahead, because that's where I can see the execution.
Yeah.
And I like to have the paths open. So what's gonna happen in a year, I have no clue. Like I see million potential ways what could have happened.
So you dream big, but you keep it from like day to day is what you focus on.
Yeah, like month to month. Yeah,
month to month.
Yeah. It really like 6 months. That's something that I see the execution, and I know that if I will work hard right now, I can see the results in few weeks or months, and that's what motivates me. And then in the next 6 months, I'm gonna set the plans and visions for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
But it's also like in the world is fast right now, and I'm also like quite young, I guess, still, so it is changing a lot.
Yeah.
So from this perspective, I really don't know where I'm going to be when I will be 40.
No, the world is also changing fast, and when you look back sometimes, and then you say, okay, I've never seen myself being here.
Yeah,
right
but
now,
that's the thing. Like a few months ago, I didn't know about Nest.
No.
So I couldn't dream about living in Nest because I didn't know that there's something like that.
True. Yeah.
But then when the opportunity came up, I was like, Jesus, this is thing for me. Let's do it.
So you actually like to just like go for, you're really fast in making decisions.
I think I know the direction where I want to go, but this, then the reality is something that you cannot just plan. That is a matter of circumstances.
Okay, so you have found a good way of living. So you seem also more structured than I am, for sure. What I want to speak about now is more about happiness.
Yeah.
How do you define happiness? What is happiness for you?
Yeah. For me, happiness is doing what you love with the people that are close to you. And it's both things. Like, I really love to go on a trip with friends, but then I love to build something. So I also have to work, because I want to. So if I work and build stuff with people that I really like, then that's the most happiness moment for me.
So is it is the process of seeing it growing, or is it seeing the end result of it's built now, or is it the feeling of the people building it together?
It's actually the impact, maybe, like what the future, what we're building. I'm really interested in, like, okay, so we're doing this, and okay, maybe it's fun, maybe we like what we do right now, but if we keep going, then in a year, it can be this. So I really like to do things that are long term, and that matter, that have sense. It's not just to go on a party and get drunk, because that's only good for now and probably not tomorrow.
Yeah, you talk with a bartender. So.
yeah,
I can relate. Okay.
But then there's the thing with the people. Like, I really like to share. It's all about emotions, and for me, emotion is nothing unless you share it with people. At least the good ones.
Yeah. So what? Because now, like, happiness from outside, you can look like the happy guy, and so what are you struggling with right now, in like today or this month, or what have you been struggling with, and how can
okay, so on this note, I have to say that I'm not that organized as this might look like.
Okay.
I actually have a lot of things going on. I'm also finishing bachelor thesis, for instance.
Okay.
That's also a full-time job.
I can imagine.
And
when you're going up in June? When is it?
The deadline is end of May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's almost now. Yeah.
Almost now, yeah.
When this podcast is out, we'll know. Okay, hopefully it'll be out faster. But
yeah. So obviously I have to split among different stuff, and that's sometimes hard. And
what is the theme of the bachelor?
Okay, so I'm actually writing a bachelor thesis on my company.
Okay.
So I'm doing kind of a business plan. That's
smart.
Good. That's good that I can combine it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it already.
No.
Like, it would be way too much.
Yeah.
So that was like good motivation to do it at once. When I can combine the knowledge together with the reality. But yeah, that's for me. This is something that I'm struggling with. Like, you can plan the day well, that that you have 2 hours for this, 2 hours for that, but then you like doing it and you don't want to stop and you want to finish it, etc. So like, to have the willpower to say, like, hey, I have to move on, I have other stuff that has deadline as well, that's something that I'm still learning.
I also think it's hard to, at least I deal with that, like, focus. It's really something I deal with. It's again, I like being not too focused, so it's also part of my happiness to actually have more things going on. It's part of my happiness. It's part of my my way of, like, I need that for living, to have more than one thing going, because I like to see things evolve. So I don't know if you can relate to that at all.
Absolutely.
But like,
absolutely. But then again, it comes to the willpower to have to the ability to stop it when you need it, rationally, even though you like doing it. But I completely agree with this, and that's also why why I'm in the position where I'm right now. Like the guy for everything at our company, because I really like to change the roles. And be the sales guy in the morning and the finance guy in the afternoon. That's really fun.
But that must also be like, I could imagine. I know that for myself. Like having many roles is also it's really fun, but it can also end up in a bit a stressful day, maybe.
Yeah.
How do you make sure you're not getting stressed? Do you what keeps you unstressed? Like, is it running? Is it tea?
Like
is
that.
it like some magic pill you're taking every morning? Is it like I don't know, like, is it exercising? Is it meditation? Is it eating well? What gets you to...
So now that's a very broad question. So first of all, what helps me the most is to have the partners.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing the business alone, and I'm really glad for my partners that we can actually split the roles. And even though, as I said, the guys are graphic and programmers, they are still able to help me with other stuff. So that's the basis. But then, I definitely have some hobbies that, like, it gives me energy, like going to a gym or swimming or something. And then a little hack that I'm so glad that I started doing it this year is to, like, that I'm sugar free. So I don't eat any sugar at all. And I remember I had all the waves, before, like, you take the coffee and then you feel good, and then you actually go much down and then before where you started.
So you don't drink any coffee anymore?
I do drink coffee, but without sugar.
I
fine,
Makes
but
sense.
fine, but the caffeine doesn't really work for me.
Okay.
I'm really talking right now about sugar.
And sugar, you mean? How do you define the sugar? Is it like fine sugar?
Yeah, no, I mean,
or is it like you don't consume any carbs, or
No.
how is it?
No, I mean the artificial sugar, like the one that you find in the chocolate bars, etc. I add a lot of them.
Yeah, sweets.
Yeah. Okay, sweets is a better word. Yeah. So that's another thing that really, like, helped in my productivity a lot, because right now I have the day, like, more stable.
Yeah.
And then
Makes sense.
what's the single best thing is to keep it in the flow, right? Like, if you start procrastinate, then it's done. It's over.
Yeah. So you also use
So,
the long-term view.
Yeah.
For making sure that if I skip a few hours, it doesn't matter in the long.
Definitely. I think I am able to relax, actually, which a lot of people in my position don't do. But again, I like morning routines, for instance. So the way you start your day and then keep in the flow, that's something that works for me.
Okay, and how do you start your day then? Do you have a little dance you do, like, what up?
No. I try to do something physical in the morning, but I don't really need it. Like, I'm able to wake up and straight away going to work. But then I still like to eat some breakfast. So, like, the first hour is
makes sense.
proper breakfast. And you know that I have really, like, a big breakfast and the shower, etc. And
what
then
do you eat at that big breakfast? Is
okay,
it like...
okay, that's now it's very personal. So I'm trying to
It's your secret. Oh,
Okay. I'm
yeah.
trying to gain weight at the moment, so I'm eating a lot of like protein and eggs and salmon, etc. Yeah. But then the first thing that I really like to do in the morning is to organize the day.
Yeah.
Like, don't do any hard stuff. Just keep the priorities in and organize the day.
Yeah.
Based on the priorities and long-term goal.
Yeah.
And like, that's the basic, because otherwise, if something is burning that much that I have to start working on it right now, then fine, I might get it done in 3 hours, but then other things are just falling apart.
And how do you mean? Okay, you structure your day, so you set up a to-do list, or
I usually have a to-do list, but overnight you get emails, you get Slack notifications, etc. So I consider that, I consider the momentum, but I still want to have clear head for deciding what I'm going to work on that day.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just get into work.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question that we need you to answer.
All right.
If you could take the fun about this is that we talked about this question just before getting into this podcast about, is this a good question to ask people and so on. But now we're doing it anyway. Then we can always edit this part out. but what 3 things would you like to, like, if you could, okay, I'll start all over. If you was going to an island, and you could only bring 3 things to the place. And it could be programs, it could be Slack, it could be your mom, it could be Nutella, it could be, I don't know, like your ex, it could be your computer, your partners. You could only bring 3 things. And you can think about it, it could be creative, it could be like, I could bring a time machine. Or something. But like 3 things that you would like to bring to this island where you can live for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life.
Okay, maybe 1 year. I don't know. Like,
I wanted to say that I would bring with me Erasmus, but then I thought I could take the whole nest, if you consider that a thing.
That's nice. That's good. That's not bad.
No, like internet. I would take internet.
Internet, yeah. Okay, that's also smart. Grab that one.
Yeah, and then
So nest, internet, and the last one,
girlfriend.
It's good if she's watching, then yeah.
Well, there is no one at the moment. But
okay. You got a shot.
But
now.
consider that in the future. Yeah.
All right. I think that was it. Guys, we would love to hear your feedback. Just like send us some feedback. We really would love that. It can be critical. It can be fun, it could be whatever. Even though if you hate it, if you didn't get anything, just like let us know. We evolve if you give us feedback, so we become better and better, and we would like that, and you would like that as well, hopefully. Before we end 100%, then I just want to tell you a bit about what it's all about. So I just wanna share what the next episodes is gonna be like. So David, what do you think?
Yes. So from now on, we want to keep a weekly episode.
Yeah.
So every week 1 episode. That'll be focused on people.
Yeah.
So like interviewing someone, and it could be either here from the nest or external entrepreneur or interesting manager.
Yeah.
And then we want to focus on those 3 topics as today. So the professional life, co-living, and happiness.
Yeah. And we also want to solve your problems. So if you have anything you're dealing with, it could be I have a great idea, but should I say it to anyone, or should I keep it a secret and just do it myself? Or it could be, should I drink coffee or tea? Should I meditate in the morning, or should I do it in the evening? Should I
wake up at 3 a.m. as Rasmus? Yeah!
Should I wake up really early and just go execute? Or should I what should I do with my life? I'm stuck. I feel stressed out. I don't know. It could be anything. Like, we are also dealing with, probably if you are into entrepreneurial life, then you're probably dealing with the same things, you know. So let's help each other. Hopefully we can grow that way. So if you have anything you're dealing with, let us know. We're gonna solve your problems, or at least we're gonna try doing it. And if you have a problem we cannot solve, we will bring you in here, and then we will do something to get it solved.
100%.
Yeah, and we don't care where you live. It could be somewhere, at least on Earth, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That was it.
Good job.
I think we did okay. Guys, here's a high five. Oh,
high five.
High five.
All right.
And see you next time.
See you next time. Stay tuned.